meeting. Make some noise.
Yay!
Yay.
Wow, so unspirited. Everybody is tired from Friday. They have a lot of work. I can see from your face. Everybody is just finished working. Everybody is just arrived at home. I know what it's like, guys. Don't worry about it. But again, we need to have a morning spirit at this kind of meeting. And of course, before I chit chat, before I talk for possibly 3 hours or maybe more, let me introduce to you guys what is the theme of tonight's meeting. Now, to know the theme, let me ask you one question. Who here likes shopping? Yes, who here like shopping? Girls, men, hobby enthusiasts, raise your hand if you like shopping, especially at this day. You know why? It's Black Friday, y'all. It's Black freaking Friday. Discounts from all over things. Reebok, Nike, Adidas, all of those big brands giving huge discount, and I become one of their victim recently. So yeah, I just add something to my cart. Don't tell my mom. Don't tell my mom that I had something in my cart. Just spend my money again. Please don't tell anyone. This will be our little secret. But yeah, it's an add to cart kind of day. Because this is Black Friday. And I know, I can see from your faces that you guys are one of those victims that already add something to your cart in certain application. We're talking Tokopedia, Shopee, Zalora, Lazada, and all of those online platforms. I know some of you guys buy something today. Admit it. Admit it. Admit it. Guys, admit it. And I'm being spotlighted again. But okay. But that's the thing. We need to indulge ourselves sometimes, because this kind of discount is not going to happen every day. Maybe one of you guys want to share your biggest buy on this wonderful Friday. I'm gonna ask someone, just one or two. Let's see. I want to search for the most innocent looking face, of course. Let's see. Oh yeah, guess Fazri. Hello. I see your face.
Yes, hello.
Yes. So tell me, have you bought something today? Have you bought anything lately from this week or anything like that?
Pardon about what? Sorry.
Yeah, have you buy anything lately? Anything? Because this week has a lot of coupons and discount.
Yes, of course. During the pandemic, I always at home and I bought some food that I really love to.
Okay.
And that is the way of mine how to indulge myself.
Food, life source of our basically everyday life. We buy food, we buy clothes, we buy shoes, we buy bags, and etc. etc. Thanks to this discount. And to be honest with you, I feel like that the devil is speaking to me right now. Said, add to cart, so many discount, buy something. This is your last chance. And I got it. And I bought it. The devil has worked his magic on me. I am indulged to buy more things that are practically useless. But I bought something really interesting. It's a hand phone stand that I can use for podcasting and all that kind of stuff for only, I say, $0.5 if I calculated correctly. $0.5. Even though I feel like I'm being scammed, but that's the thing. It's an add of cart kind of day. I cannot control myself on buying this stupid looking thing. But again, that is it. That is an add kind of day. Black Friday has worked his magic on me. I buy things. And of course, you probably heard indulgence a lot. suddenly in this meeting. And that, like what Toastmaster Galvin said, the word of the day is indulgence. You're indulged to buy more things. You need to indulge yourself. You need to treat yourself on buying things that you really like. Because that's the thing about discount. Black Friday, 11/11 sales. I can talk about many sales in this moment, but you know what? I'm not going to do that. Instead, of course, let us begin our fantastic meeting. I already sent the agenda on the chat. You guys can see the agenda. Now, in this Toastmaster meeting, we have three agendas. One is, of course, the favorite, not the favorite, but the favorite for all members is the prepare speech session. Yes, prepare speech session. We have three wonderful speakers, and I already see the first speaker is smiling right now. She's ready to present her speech with a burning passion. Maybe, I know, because she's smiling, I think she's already prepared. Without asking, she's already prepared. And of course, the second agenda for this meeting is everybody's favorite. Maybe you guys might like it. Maybe some of you guys are traumatized because I asked a lot of people in the guests that they are traumatized by the second agenda. And this second agenda is the table topic session. In that session, everybody in this room can join the table topic session. Guests, visiting Toastmaster members, everybody can join that wonderful session. And of course, the third, the most important meeting, the most important session is, of course, the general evaluation session or the evaluation session. Now, I already talked about the evaluation, but I'm not going to be the one that lead the evaluation. Of course, let me introduce to you guys to Tom. Okay. Before that, let me introduce the general evaluator. I would like to call Toastmaster. I'm sorry if I pronounced this. And Shazna. Toastmaster Shazna, you're there.
Okay, hi. I hope I'm audible enough. Yes, you pronounced my name correct. Great.
Please, Toastmaster
Okay.
Shazna.
So my role as a general evaluator today is to evaluate the aspects of the meeting from how it started, how it is conducted, and how it ended. So to help me with it, I have some tag players. I would like to call upon grammarian Toastmaster Nugraha to just introduce her role.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shashna. Thank you, and my fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Nugraha, and I will be your grammarian tonight. My responsibility is to listen carefully to all speakers, especially to their language usage. I'll take note of any grammatical error of use in your speech, but do not be afraid of making mistakes because I will share the correction to all of you of our learning. So just focusing on delivering speech as memorable, as high clarity, and as connecting to the audience as possible, which I believe those are the most important points in giving any speech. So grammar should not hinder you to give a great speech. Take it as a thing for you to improve more of your speech. I will also capture any remarkable words and thoughts that you use during your speech. So back to you, Toastmaster G.
Thank you. That was seriously an inspiring introduction, which will make all of our guests speak. And next, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Uyan, who would be the word of the day counter. Toastmaster Uyan, can you just introduce your role?
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Shazna. So, hello everyone. My name is Uyun, and my role for today is being the and WOD counter. So, I will listen carefully to prepared speakers, table topic speakers, as well as evaluators on their use of pause fillers, such as overused words like or something like that, or like sounds that has no meaning. Oh yeah, that was sounds without meaning like or overuse words like well, but, so, or repeated words like this means, etc. Another thing that I note is the word of the day, which is indulge, or you can also use the noun for it, indulgence. So please use it as many as you can during your speech. And by the end of this meeting, I will give the report. Thank you. Back to you, Shazna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Oyan, for just sweet gestures while giving out your report, giving out your introduction. And next, I would like to call upon my very own friend, I would say, Toastmaster Jessica, who will be the ballot counter of the day, for her to introduce her role. Toastmaster Jessica, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Shahna. So my role as ballot counter is that I do hope my internet is not betraying me now, but after each session, I will send a link for everyone to vote for the best speaker. I think that sums my role. And please sure to vote, because vote is your civic duty. Back to you, Toastmaster Shahna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jessica, for just giving a very short and simple introduction, I would say. So that's it from my end. I'll be coming back to you all at the end of the meeting with my tag players to give my general evaluation. So back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
I guess the timer. Okay.
Should I? Okay, I forgot. I would like to introduce, I would like to call upon the timer, Toastmaster Yanda, to just give an introduction of her role, which is one of the key role, I would say, for the meeting. Toastmaster Yanda.
All right, thank you, G. My fellow Toastmasters and guests, my name is Yanda, and tonight I will be the timer. I will time the icebreaker, prepare switches, and table topic speakers, as well as the evaluation. I will also alert speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red background, and which denote specific times remaining. In order to be eligible for voting, speakers need to finish the speech within the time allocation. Now, for example, for icebreaker speeches, it should be between 4 to 6 minutes in length. And at 4 minutes, I will change my background into green. And at 5 minutes, I will change my background to yellow. And at 6 minutes, I will change it into red. At this point, the speakers need to wrap up their speeches in less than 30 seconds. Meanwhile, for the prepared speeches, it should be between 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I will change my background into green. At 6 minutes, the background will change to yellow. And at 7 minutes, I will change into red. Now, at this point, the speakers need to wrap up their speeches in less than 30 seconds. While for table topic speakers, it should limit their remarks into not more than 2 minutes. Like for at 1 minute, I will change my background to green, and 1 minute and 30 seconds, the background will change to yellow. At 2 minutes, I will change to red, because at this point, the speaker needs to wrap up their speeches in less than 30 seconds. Lastly, for the individual evaluation, it should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will change my background to green, and 2 minutes and 30 seconds, the background will change to yellow. Lastly, at 3 minutes, at this point, the speaker should wrap up their speeches in less than 30 seconds. I think that's all for me. Back to you, Julie.
Thank you, timer, for that well-explained role, I would say. So yes, that's it from my side. I'll be back at the end. So over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shashna. Yeah. Whew. So yes, you hear that, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry of making grammatical mistake. We have the grammarian, Toastmaster Nugra, and he will give us feedbacks, suggestions, and all that kind of good stuff in grammar matter. And of course, don't be worried about any filler words, because Toastmaster Uyun will count how many times you say any filler words. And also, don't forget the word of the day, which is indulgence. Make Toastmaster Uyun's job hard by saying a lot of word of the day. Say it 1,000 times if you have to. Indulgence, 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 and indulgence. I think I said 10 times there. So please count those, Master Royun. But okay, and of course, timer. Remember to check on the timer if you want to be voted as the best speaker of tonight. And of course, don't forget to give your vote because voting is your civil right. Or Toastmaster Jessica will hunt your dreams and she will ask for your vote. So remember, vote, guys, because it is your civil right to vote. Of course, we're gonna move on to the first session of tonight's meeting. We're gonna have the prepare speaker session. Now, the first speaker is Toastmaster Dentia. But before that, let me call on her evaluator. Her evaluator. Almost, that's a grammatical error there, but you know what? Almost. Let me call on her evaluator, Toastmaster Emmanuel. Toastmaster Emmanuel, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you. Thank you, the Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters, and our wonderful guest. Good evening to you. It's afternoon right here in Nigeria. And I am going to be the speech evaluator for the first speaker. Tonight, our first speaker is Toastmaster Dentia. She'll be doing the first speech in the Toastmasters Pathways education program called the Icebreaker. Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of the Icebreaker is for the member or for her to introduce herself to the club and for her to exhibit the structure of a typical public speech. Ladies and gentlemen, in 4 to 6 minutes, you are going to be unveiling a brand new Toastmaster Dentia. I'm going to be watching out for body gestures, vocal variety, among other things. Thank you very much. I hand over control back to Toastmaster. Over to you.
Okay, thank you. And of course, let's call on the first speaker, Toastmaster Dentia. Hello.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Shauki and Toastmaster Emmanuel. Thank you for the introduction. Just because you know my name doesn't mean you know my story. Happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Kendrick Lamar once said, if I'm gonna tell a real story, I'm gonna start with my name. So here I am sharing a story of mine. My name is Dentia Saraswati. It is pronounced Dentia, not Dencha, not Denita, especially not Denata. But I know pronouncing my name can be a bit difficult to some people, so you can just call me Tia. It is simple and sweet, so I've been told. Well, my first name is actually a combination of my father's and my mother's name, so it has nothing to do with dental or dentist or anything related to teeth. Yeah? No, not at all. My last name, though, is the name of a goddess. Yes, a Hindu goddess that represents music and art, as well as knowledge, learning, speech, and wisdom. Now that makes sense why I love music and singing so much. In fact, growing up, I wanted to be a singer. But then I have to just be content with being a professional bathroom singer. You see, I can sing from the moment I step into the bathroom till the time I go out from the bathroom. That's how big my love is for singing. I mean, have you tried singing in the bathroom? No? Oh, you should try. And you will be amazed by how your voice can be changed beautifully in the bathroom. Try it. All right, moving on. My last name, Saraswati, as I mentioned, is a goddess name who represents, other than art, is knowledge, learning, speech, and wisdom, right? And somehow I think it is my name that influenced me to be a Toastmaster. Because ever since I joined a Toastmaster, I regained my interest in researching and learning as well as writing. Now, to recall when I was a kid during my childhood in Bandung, I normally write a lot. I used to write a lot. I wrote short stories, I wrote poetry, even a biography about myself, of course. And I really indulged myself in writing because with writing comes other aspect too, like researching and study the things that I want to write. And so learning and writing were my passion. But then as I grew up, I wrote less and lesser stories. By the time I started working, I forgot about writing completely. And I surely forgot my passion. So being in Toastmaster now somehow brings me back to that moment, the time when my life is surrounded by lots of imaginations and lots of ideas. And with every speech that I make for my project, I learn something new. I research things that aren't familiar to me. And that makes me young again. As if I was brought back to my childhood, indulging myself with my passion. But this time, I will definitely pursue my passion. Now, earlier, I never really thought that my name could give such an impact in my life. But I guess it is true when people said, your name is your prayer. I believe the reason why my parents gave me that name is because they wanted me to have some of the qualities of Saraswati goddess. And just like her, one day I would also want to be remembered for the knowledge I have, the learning that I have done, the speech, and the wisdom. So I guess I have shared my story. Now it is time for you to share yours. Back to Tom.
Woo! Wow, that was a wonderful speech, very wonderful speech. I thought you were some kind of cousin to Ishana Saraswati, but I was getting my hopes up. But you know what? It's okay. I can see that you are a professional bathroom singer, just like what Tosmas Andika said. I'm also a professional bathroom singer. My mom always asks me, "What are you doing?" I'm just singing, but again, we have many things that we do in bathrooms, magical things. But I'm not gonna tell everything, okay? Singing is one of them. Singing is one of them. But thank you so much, Toastmaster Dentia. Now I would like Dentia. I always forget about that. But yeah, I'm gonna give, let's say, 1 minute of silence for everyone to give feedback to Toastmaster Dentia, a word of wisdom, a feedback, a word of encouragement, anything. You can DM Toastmaster Dentia right now. Maybe this is your only chance to DM Toastmaster Dentia. So please, 1 minute. Toastmaster Yanda, maybe you can, time for 1 minute for everyone to give feedback to Toastmaster Dentia. Did I get the thumbs up? Okay. I'm still being spotlighted. Great. Now everybody can see my face. not really. Okay, I think we're already done with the feedback time. I got a word from the man from the moon. Not really. It's from one of my members. So please, thank you so much, Toastmaster Dentia, for that wonderful speech. Now, we move to the second speaker. Now, the second speaker is very interesting because this is the first time that we see him wearing proper clothes, a mask, and basically all of the things that you see right now is brand new to us. We got Toastmaster Dhanang. But before Toastmaster Dhanang do his thing, let me call on his evaluator, which is Toastmaster Zahra, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Toastmaster Zahra?
Toastmaster Zahra,
You're still muted, Toastmaster Zahra.
I'm so sorry for that. Thank you so much. So, hi Toastmaster Dhanang. Wishing you all the best for that. The objectives for the speak is you have to implement the feedbacks you have got from the first speech. All the best.
Yeah, thank you. So may I start my speech?
Of course.
Okay. Am I audible, everyone?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Sorry guys, if you can't hear my voice clearly because right now I'm in the restaurant. And okay, dear my fellow Toastmasters and guests, my name is Dhanang and this is my second speech for my level 1 project. And today I want to share my thoughts about the topic called one personality traits that most often predicts our success. Okay, maybe I can start by asking you all one question. Have you ever heard a new terminology of conscientiousness? Maybe anyone can heard? Oh yeah. Have you ever heard new terminology called conscientiousness? Okay. As all of you are new to this new terminology, I want to say that the synonym for this term it is called diligence. And the only major personality trait that consistently leads to success, it's called conscientiousness. And in addition to that, I want to cite Paul Toff's opinion and also of how children succeed. He opines that it is emerging as one of the primary dimensions of successful functioning across the lifespan. He also said that it really goes cradle to grave in terms of how people do, which means that it was good from the day we were born to our daily practice. So it's like our daily behavior. Then people who test high in conscientiousness get better grades in school and college and commit a few crimes and stay married longer. And they live longer too, and not just because they smoke and drink less. They have heart stroke and then lower blood pressure, and a lower incidence of Alzheimer's disease. And surprisingly, there's a staggering amount of research linking conscientiousness with success. A National Institute of Mental Health study found that conscientious men earn higher salaries. And then the National Institute on Aging also found that conscientiousness is linked to income and job satisfaction. And other studies shown that conscientiousness is the most important factor for finding and retaining employment. So it comes to me one big question. How do you know if you are conscientious? And conscientious people tend to be super organized, planful, and responsible. And they work hard in the face of challenges and can control their impulses. And 20 psychologists classify conscientiousness as one of the big 5 personality traits, with the others being agreeableness, extroversion, neuroticism, and openness to experience. And the other traits can predict certain workplace outcomes, which is extroversion. And extroversion is a great fit for highly social gigs like sales, and openness to experience often leads to creativity. But consciousness is remarkable for the way it cuts across roles. And research shows that showing up on time, doing through work, and being thoughtful toward your colleagues helps people regardless of their job status, job function, or workplace situation. And there's a one statement from one industrial psychologist that being on top of deadlines is almost universally a good thing. And moreover, within conscientiousness are the narrower traits of self-control and grit. And the next question, why are conscientiousness people so successful? And Brian Roberts, a psychologist from University of Illinois, said that highly conscientious 35 employees do a series of things better than the rest of us. And also they are better at goals, setting them, working toward them, and persisting amid setbacks. So I think if a super ambitious goal can't be realized, they will switch to a more attainable one rather than getting discouraged and giving up. And as a result, they tend to achieve goals that are consistent with what employers want. Robert also owes their success to hygiene factors, which means that conscientious people have a tendency to organize their lives very well, while a disorganized or which called an unconscientious person might lose 20 or 30 minutes routing through their 45 files to find the right document. And in addition, experienced conscientious folks tend to avoid that. And you can spot that the conscientious kids in the classroom, they sit in their chairs, don't complain, and don't act out, which is also, of course, contributes to earning good grades from teachers. And while conscientiousness doesn't correlate with high SAT scores, it does predict high GPAs. And to spot conscientious people at work, Robert says to look for punctuality. It means that they indulge for punctuality. And if someone shows up on time, that's a great clue toward conscientiousness, since a punctual person has to be organized enough and care enough to arrive on time. And the bigger and less visible indicator is how people deal with setbacks. And the last questions, do they give up on redouble their efforts? Yes. No, I mean that the consensus person is going to have a plan. Even if there is a failure, they're going to have a plan to deal with that failure. So all in all, consensusness will benefit you for your future success. And I hope that these research findings will be useful and valuable for all of you. Yeah, thank you for listening.
Wow, wow, wow. So good. Toastmaster Dhanang, really good. You give a new knowledge for us, which is very interesting. This is a very interesting thing that you present to us, because I'm worried that I have one of those as well. But again, that was a wonderful speech, Toastmaster Dhanang. You did a really good job, and I congratulate you for that. And of course, I'm sorry. I just got a notification that we don't need actually 1 minute to give feedback, but you can give feedback anyway to Toastmaster Dhanang. Anyone can give feedbacks, can give anything. Let's say a word of motivation, a word of wisdom, a word of encouragement, and also said thank you to Mr. Dana for giving us new knowledge. You can do all of that. Personal chat, even using public chat, you can do that. And of course, we're gonna move on to our third speaker. Now, this third speaker is really rare. She's like a Pokemon. Sometimes she appears, sometimes it's not. It's hard to capture her sometimes to do a speech. But again, I congratulate the speaker for doing so. We got Toastmaster Dewey, a legend, ladies and gentlemen, a legend. But before that, let me call on her evaluator, none other, also another legend in our club, the motivator, the one that always give wisdom to everyone, Toastmaster Andika. Please, the screen is yours.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes.
So fellow Toastmaster and guests, let's hear it from Toastmaster Duwi Setiya. She'll be doing her second project at level 3, and it's about using descriptive language. The purpose of this project that Toastmaster Duwi will practice writing a speech with an emphasis on adding language to increase interest and impact. So we can learn how she used descriptive language to get our attention, to get the audience attention. So without further ado, Duwi Setiya. No spoiler, please. No spoiler, please. Duwi Setiya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Andika. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Morning.
Happy morning. What would you do if one spread your favorite movie spoilers?
Unfriend.
Annoyed.
Okay.
Destroy them.
If I were you, I would definitely say, no spoiler, please. If you watch a movie, does the plot puzzle you? Now guess how my story ends. It happened in 2017. After taking a hose, I start doing my morning routine. Can I share my screen?
Yes, you can.
Okay, look at this scenery. Beautiful, isn't it? I'm staring at this picture while I'm brushing my teeth. The sun highlights the beauty of the earth. Green grass, blue skies, birds coming back and forth. Now wait, I don't like this empty house. What if I change it? What if I change it to this? Looks nice, right? I can say, welcome to my crib, or this. Perhaps I could be like Rapunzel, right? But the reality is here. I just wake up at a dilapidated clinic, empty. Spiders are the only residents. It was somewhere in Dompu, West Nusa Tenggara, near Mount Tambora. Never have I ever thought I could have that kind of story. When I heard that I would go to a place with no electricity, I was stunned. What should I do with my gadget when the battery runs out? I should be connected to the internet 24/7. That was the first thing that popped into my head. After traveling for about 10 hours with 2.5 hours by plane and 7.5 hours by car, passing smooth road and off-road like tracks, the car stops. And there's this dark village. Okay, I should prepare. And there is this guy. Okay. He wears wrinkled tartan shirt and skinny jeans amid a group of grayish hair people who wear sarung. I approach him. I'm sitting next to him to start a conversation. How could you end up here? You deserve more than this place. He said, I used to be a mechanic in Lombok. However, I knew that I like farming. I chose to be a farmer, moved here, even though I had to live apart from my family. Please enlighten me. How come he chose to live without electricity, without family? He seems to be stranded, I assume. What would you do if it happened to you? To me, I wouldn't chosen it. I wouldn't have chosen it since the very beginning if I had to. But he said he lived a fulfilling life with birds chirping, cows mowing, and crops growing. He enjoyed spending his time alone with such infrastructure parity. At this rate, he drawn many things to ponder. Now let's do a fact checking. Please say fact by the time I finish my lines. He chooses to be a farmer.
Facts.
He lives in a remote area. Why is everyone keep silent? He lives apart from his family.
Facts.
He is happy. Fact 2, right? It's a deviant story. As per happiness index, urban population records much higher score compared to rural population. If we talk about a girl, perhaps an uptown girl will be the happiest compared to a country girl. I also heard something from Gallup, a witty and good-looking guy. No, it's a research house saying that 2 foremost things that have to be counted in measuring happiness index is people factors such as health and safety. Second, place factor. It's infrastructure and community attachment. Yet they admit the urban paradox when the center of civilization can drive tension. Now you can see the data sounds less relevant, right? I guess it also reflects how we think about someone else. We assume that those who live in a remote area live apart from his family with such insufficient facilities couldn't be happy. Yet the main actor lives happily. It's our own projection that ruins what thrills. You can see the blind spot there, how we crave so much for well-structured story based on our own standards. So let's normalize one's feelings. Don't focus on the story, how the story is, but how the actor's feelings. and don't project someone else's life, as it will never close to our favorite movies. And yet, if you know the sanctity of the story, you won't be the one who says, "No spoiler, please." Thank you.
Wow. Wow, I'm very shocked by the ending, the opening. Oh my god. Just like I said, Toastmaster Dwi is a rare Pokemon. Once we see it, we'll be amazed by her. We'll be amazed by her speech. Then I have to say, this is this is a true thing. This is a fact that I'm gonna tell you. That is probably one of the best speeches I heard from you. Period. Period. Everybody agree? Raise your hand, members. Okay, thumbs up from Dentia there. I guess. But again, thank you so much, Toastmaster Dewey, for that amazing speech. Of course, that's going to be concluding our first session, which is the prepare speech session. But before that, I would like to ask the timer, Toastmaster Yanda, are all speakers qualified?
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Shauki. I would like to mention that from three prepared speeches, we have 2 eligible and 1 ineligible.
You're muted, Toastmaster Yanda.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you, Toastmaster Shauki. From the 3 speakers, we have 2 eligible and 1 ineligible. It's like I have shared on the chat box.
What happened? That's a meme noise, by the way. What happened? But of course, you can see from the time report that's given by Toastmaster Yanda that only 2 speakers are eligible. Ah, so sad. So sad. But of course, the show must go on. Please vote for your best speaker. I'm gonna call Toastmaster Jessica to give us, the ballot link. Toastmaster Jessica, if you would.
Okay, Toastmaster of the meeting, Shauki. The link has been shared on the chat room. Please do click it and vote for it. You have 1 minute to vote. After that, the vote will be closed. That's all from me. Back to you, Toastmaster Shauki.
Okay, it's time the 1 minute, Toastmaster Yanda. Oh. What the? You gotta go down the road, you gotta. Okay. 1 minute, guys. Vote. Is 1 minute already done, Toastmaster Yanda?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for giving your votes. You can still vote from the link that already been given by Toastmaster Jessica. Now, let us conclude. Let us go to the next session. Next session is going to be everybody's favorite. Somebody will be happy. Somebody will be terrified, scared, afraid. Maybe some of you guys are traumatized because of this. But again, this is all mixed feelings in this wonderful session. We're gonna have table topic session, everyone. But there's another surprise card. Don't have any cards, so sorry about that. Surprise card. This is going to be a project. Yes, a project. So Toastmaster Golfin is going to be a table topic master, but this is part of his project. Of course, because this is a project, I'm gonna call his evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf Chandra. Please, sir, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Tom, Toastmaster Shauki. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'll be evaluating Toastmaster Galvin, and the objective of his speech is, his role is to demonstrate his ability to listen to what others say. That's it. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Galvin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yusuf. And happy morning, everybody.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning. Yeah. I would like to call you once again because this is such a very spirited session. You know, we have to keep the spirit high in this session. So please, I would like to ask you once more. Happy morning,
Happy
everybody.
morning.
Happy morning.
Yeah.
Happy meal.
Happy morning.
Better, surely better. Okay, so I have seen that some of you have put in the QU of the table topic speech. Is it the correct pronunciation? QU, or is it just Q? Please correct me if I'm wrong, grammarian. Yes, so I would like to share our table topic tonight. Oops, wrong. Okay, so everybody, welcome to our table topic session. Woo! Where is the hype? Only I'm being hyped only alone. So, okay,
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shauki. Thank you for your spirit. Yeah, so as today's meeting theme is it's an add to cart kind of day. So I would like to keep all of the theme of the table topic speech is around shopping, online shopping, online sellers, shopping, discounts, and everything. And I would like to do this session with a method of respond to this. Okay, I will give you something, maybe a quote, maybe a question, or maybe something else. And please, for the table topic speaker, please do respond to what I have given to you. So the first one, I believe it is Toastmaster Elios, right?
Hi, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. And please someone spotlight Toastmaster Elios. And Toastmaster Elios, you can also pin the timer. And
Yes.
also you can also make your own timing for the, to keep your own timing.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so please do respond to this meme. So it's Drake meme, whereby he's saying no to $25 and $5 shipping, but he's saying yes to $30 and free shipping. Are you ready, Toastmaster Elios?
This is gimmick of marketing. Okay, you can close this so I can see the timer.
Sure.
Yes, please close the. Okay. Wait, the timer is yonder. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster, welcome to SCBD Toastmaster Club, where all Toastmaster here are met. Yes, you heard it out here. And not only Toastmasters are met, sellers are met, buyers are met, even the retailers are met. Yes, you heard it right, because you are already come into the right club, because we are doing business here. SCBD is one of central business district, if you know, and this gimmick is very happy to make the user, to the consumer, to indulge into this discount, into this promo, into this, yes, you heard it right, into this sensation that make every single person want to use this. They want to use the function of the free shipping. And it doesn't mean that people doesn't like to buy without free shipping. But remember, people buy with the word of free. Free will make the people
eye catch, people will try to see, oh, there is a free word there. And then they try to imagine, oh, I get a free thing, freebie. Who is here that doesn't want any freebie, right? I believe every single person in here indulge the freebies. Every single person in here would like to spend, spend their money for that free things. For example, buy one drink and you will get another one. Buy this snack and you will get another two, for example. And that's how you can get more customer to buy your products. Ladies and gentlemen, we just reviewed how you can sell your products. Use this technique, and I can believe that you make 3 times your revenue. Back to you, TTM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Elios, as you are also a seller, if I recall correctly. And yeah, you did mention about the psychological sensation that we get if we get something free. Of course, it is very, very good if we get free food, if we get free shipping. In this case, of course, it is very, very it is to fulfill our indulgence in shopping. And thank you for your response, Toastmaster Elios. And I would like to go to our next table topic speaker, which is my friend Sabrina. Sab.
Hello.
Sab, okay. Okay, so let me share my screen. Can you see my screen, Sab?
Sorry, I don't on my connection is cut,
Oh, okay. Okay, so if you cannot see this screen, maybe I will just say this.
I can.
Oh, you can. Okay.
I can.
Please respond to this.
Yeah. If you can't stop thinking about it, buy it. Wow.
Are you ready, Sab?
Okay. Yes, I'm ready.
Please.
Happy morning, everyone. If you can't stop thinking, then buy it. I believe that I can fulfill that wish I believe that I can fulfill that wish if I have the resources. However, have you had that kind of feeling like after you receive your monthly salary and you feel like you have planned enough of resources and you're finally ready to indulge yourself by clearing off what you have add into the cart for the checkout? I believe that most of us have that feeling of excitement, contentment, and happiness and satisfaction once we can clear off our cart that day. However, to me, I don't always feel like I should get all those tangible things just to feel the temporary excitement and happiness and all that. I don't always think that if I can't stop thinking, I should buy it, because I also think about how to manage my between what is my priority and what is not my priority. So I'd rather have a long-term excitement, which I rather not purchase on those intangible stuff, those tangible stuff, I mean. But I rather invest in something that is intangible, like now I invest in my time in Toastmasters, of which it allows me to have a longer term of feeling of positivity and excitement. So I feel like it's not always the tangible things that count. It's also the intangibles that will always be attached to us to wherever we are. Yeah. So I don't think that the quote, if you can't stop thinking just by now, like I don't think it's really relevant to me. Yeah. So I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, soon to be Toastmaster Sabrina. Yeah, I do. Okay, so the quote that you have given us is that you do not believe that tangible items is the one that can make you happy, but intangible items that will long last in your experience. That's the one that will make you happy. Sorry.
Yeah, the intangible things are the one that will always be attached to me, like it's not a temporary happiness.
It's not a temporary happiness. Thank you, soon to be Toastmaster Sabrina. Yeah, and I do think that to invest your time here in Toastmaster, it will last long in your experience going forward. Thank you for sharing with us, soon to be Toastmaster Sabrina. And I think you are ready to share with our boss as well in the office. Okay, so I would like to go to the next table topic speaker, which is visiting Toastmaster Eddie.
Hello, TM Galvin, everyone.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Toastmaster
See you again
Eddie.
here.
We see a lot. Yeah, we meet a lot of times this week. And I would like to share my screen with you. Okay, let me just. Okay. Can you see my screen?
What is the weirdest things you have bought?
What is the weirdest thing you have ever bought? Maybe you would like to share something that is, kind of weird or kind of frowned upon to be shared with us. Of course, we are open to hear it from you. Are you ready, Toastmaster Eddie?
Yeah, yes, I'm ready. So, hello, good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guests. Welcome to SCBD Toastmaster. So the questions asked me about the worst things that I have bought. So I think it's mostly the things that I see when I go like window shopping. Sometimes I track my eyes in order to, if I see that items are painted with color. So the items tend to indulge my eyes to both these things. So still remember, so 2 weeks ago, I went to Has Adwar, right? So if you see Has Adwar, almost all the wall painted in red. So and I thought to myself, why I went to these places? I know that these places, all the items almost in red. So that's why I'm thinking of, wow, I think I need to went out in this place as soon as possible, because this will encourage me to buy more, even I don't know how to use this one. And finally, so 5 minutes after I thought, then I bought one like a plastic, but I'm not sure what kind of plastic is, because I like the color. The colors, can you guess? It is a red. And I bought it. And after I purchased, then I open it when I arrive my house, and you know what is that? Can you guess, anyone? What kind of plastic color in red? Anyone can guess here? Yes, it is a. Anyone can guess this one? So it is a plastic that sometimes women use when they want to color their hair. I don't know what in English, but it seems like a. If you want to color your hair, then you will be see more colorful plastics, and one of the red one. And now that's I think the weirdest things that I have bought. Even I sold to my wife. My wife, even though she didn't understand what I bought, this is because the color. Thank you very much. Back to you, TTM Galvin. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Eddie. So the weirdest thing is you say that it is weird because the color is red, which is not suitable to the item. Is it correct? Okay, I see. Actually, I still don't know what item it is, so I think it is weird. I don't know what is the red plastic that women use for hairing their color. So maybe any women participant here who would like to indulge us in your explanation about that item, maybe you can explain it to us, then we know what to give to our couple as guys. Guys don't know what to give to their spouse or to their women, to their special someone. So, shower cap, I see. I think Toastmaster Dentia says shower cap, but I still don't know whether it is the true one or not. So thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Eddie. Okay, I would like to go to the next speaker, which is Toastmaster Christy. Hi, Toastmaster Christy.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, let me just share my screen. Can you see it? Respond to this meme. Toastmaster Christy.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see
Oh my God, I don't like picture.
Okay. Oh, but can you see it?
Yeah, I can
Oh,
see.
you can see it. Okay. Okay, you get the point of the.
Okay.
Okay, let me just stop sharing.
Maybe most of us like to do online shopping. But if you ask me, everyone, honestly, I don't like to buy something online. For me, it's better I go to the mall, I go to the supermarket, I go to the traditional market and buy everything that I need. Because what? Because of that meme. Sometimes we see the photos or the picture about the things that we need. It's very complete, it's very beautiful and high quality. But after the things come to our home, we open it, sometimes we will get surprised because different with the picture. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, some people like to do online shopping because we will, we don't need hard work. We don't need much time to get the things that we need. But to be honest, I want to suggest you, everyone, it's better if you go traveling, if you go show the market and buy what do you need, because I think it's better than online shopping for me. But if you want to continue online shopping, it's okay because all of us have our own ideas about everything that we want to do. So enjoy your life, everyone, but be careful with the quality. Check and recheck. We have to do it. Over to you, Toastmaster Galvin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Christy, for sharing. So always remember that from Toastmaster Christy, check and recheck of what we are trying to buy. Yeah. Yeah, of course, it is a good way to just simply buy directly in the physical store to just mitigate all kind of risk of of being deceived by the pictures that is being published in the online shop. Thank you for the tips, Toastmaster Christy. And okay, I would like to go to the next one, which is our own member, Toastmaster Aryo. Okay.
Hello.
Let me
Morning, everyone.
Morning. Let me just share my screen. Respond to this quote.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Where's the timer? Hold on. Okay. Fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, Galvin is brilliant. Last week, I asked him, "Hey Galvin, can you help me? I have a problem in finance. I'm not quite understand. I'm having difficulties to understand capital asset price modeling and WACC, if you understand." Long story short, Galvin taught me. Well, since Galvin is brilliant, he shares part of his brilliance to me. He indulged me so much. Then I came to the point of contemplation. I understand WACC. I understand capital asset pricing modeling. The question is, what about the retail company that do the calculations? Of course, they consider these factors when they are doing their businesses. The problem is, not all the people who buy their products care about it. But I can draw a line between those. If the consumer, I mean like the marketing department, can promote the quotes that Toastmaster Galvin proposed to me today, I believe that the WACC of the company will get even better. The CAPM will be better. And you know why? Because people don't want to stress out. People want to indulge themselves by shoppings. So the customers happy, the company happy, and the investors also happy, rather than go to the psychiatrist, isn't it? So my fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, shopping is not good, but good in order to keep the economy runs. Me happy, you happy, everyone happy. Back to you, Galvin.
Okay, thank you Toastmaster Aryo for sharing. And yeah, like what Toastmaster Dwi has just shared, keep buying, the policy of keep buying, to make sure that people keep buying all our products. Then of course it is better if we can use the quote that I gave you, maybe as a marketing gimmick, and in marketing their products. And also thank you for the Black Friday promotion about me, bro. It is a good marketing for me. Thank you. Okay, I would like to go to the next table topic speaker, which is Toast.
You're also in the community.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, so I would like to go to the next table topic speaker, which is Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Wira.
Hello.
Hey, bro. Are you finished cooking already?
Yep, and I made a horrible pasta. Long story short.
And we are ready to get your GoFood or GrabFood anytime soon, okay, bro?
Okay, yeah,
For
sure.
now, let me just share my screen with you. Can you see it? Respond to this question.
What is your most annoying experience with online shop or seller?
Yeah, or maybe if you are an online seller, then you can also share your most annoying experience with your customer if you are an online shop seller. Yeah. Are you ready?
Give me a second.
You have 5 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what is my most annoying experience with an online seller? Well, to be honest, I don't really have a particular horrible moment. However, I do remember this moment then. At that time, my father wanted me to buy, I think it was a pocket knife or something. Do I still have it? Yeah, this one. And I remember when I bought it at an online shop somewhere, that the seller told me that in the quote based from the app that it will be arrived. I ordered it at Sunday and it will be arrived at Tuesday. But then I was waiting until Tuesday. The object hasn't arrived yet. And then you know what? I shrugged it off. Probably it's just probably there's something in the store. I don't ask him. And then couple of days later, I forgot it. My dad asked me, "Hey son, do you bought the pocket knife already?" What pocket knife? Oh, holy crap! I remember that. It was already Thursday, but I haven't received the freaking product yet. So I asked the online seller and also the application itself. I've ordered this, but it hasn't arrived. So what should I do? Okay, after that tiny complaint, the product arrived at Friday or at 12 p.m. So yeah, that is by far the most annoying part. That's just not. I haven't really have any bad experience with online shop. So yeah, that might be my worst. That's all from me. Back to TTM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wira. And I would like to say that you are quite lucky, if I may say, that you have not got any bad experience with any online shop or online seller. Good. It is really great for every customer here in Indonesia if can get such experience just like that. You get, only get the worst at by getting the item late. If it's the worst, then it will be great for all of us, because sometimes maybe people get the wrong product
or got duped,
or or maybe just get a fraud from the seller. Yeah. Thank you for sharing, Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Wira. I do think really soon to be Toastmaster Wira. Yeah. Okay, and I would like to go to our last but not least table topic speaker. And I would like to go to Madhu.
Hi.
Hi, Toastmaster Madhu. How are you?
I'm very good. Hope you are doing good as well.
Thank you. And if you may share, where is your base club? What is your base club?
Oh, me from Sri Lanka.
Oh, I see. You're from
Sri Lanka, and the club is a monthly Toastmaster Club. Yes, of course.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so I would like to share my screen with you. Okay, can you see this?
Okay.
Okay, are you ready, Toastmaster Madhu?
Yes, I'm ready. Can I see the timer? Wait a minute. Okay, I'm ready. Shall I? Shall I start?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Normally, me kind of person always take my mobile phone and go through with all the online shopping pages and scroll like this, and I found so many things, very beautiful, very pretty. I'm like, oh, this watch is really, really nice. Oh, this doll, oh, what a cute doll. Then I just go to the next procedure, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. That is the last procedure, unfortunately, because before the shopping, I know that I'm very poor, that I can't afford it, and all my shopping will be remained in my cart. Never go to proceed and pay the bill. Even see me, I have Visa cards which are with empty money. To do the sign up and the login, I have a Visa card just to sign up the online account. I won't do shopping. I just do the add to cart because I love so many things in the online shopping. But before the shopping, I know I'm very poor. Only thing I order and get it when I pay, only I realize I'm really poor. That is pizza. That's the only item. After paying, I feel, oh my God, I spent 1,000 rupees for just a small pizza. Oh my God, I'm really poor. Not gonna do this again. Trust me, I do the same mistake again, only for the pizza. So, my dear Toastmasters, you see so many items in the online shopping, especially this Black Friday. 10% discount, 50% discount, free shoppings. You do the online shopping and you to feel like me, oh, I'm poor after the shopping. Please don't do that. Don't fall into the trap of this online shopping. So beware, don't feel me poor, you be rich. Oh, to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Madu, and thank you for the praying for all of us to be rich here. It is, of course, a goal for us that our visa is not the gatekeeper that delay us to make proceed from cart to buy. That is the goal for all of us, I think. And yeah, the visa as a gatekeeper really make every day is just an add to cart kind of day, not a proceed to the payment kind of day. Thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Madu. And that is all from me. So before I close the session, I would like to ask the timer, Toastmaster Yanda, is everyone eligible to be voted?
Yes, Toastmaster Galvin, I would like to share the result. Like, yes, just share it on the chat box that there's one ineligible, the rest are eligible to be voted.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yanda. And our ballot counter, Toastmaster Jessica, please do the honor. Where's Toastmaster Jessica? Huh?
I think she's disconnected.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Then I think we can first proceed to our next session. We can make our ballot. So please, for now, do remember who is your favorite table topic speaker. Then we can vote later when the voting link has been shared in the chat room. Okay, that's all from me. It was a great table topic session with all of you. And back to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Shauki.
Okay, somebody spotlight me, please. Wait, let me spotlight myself. Okay. Now, I would like to ask an opinion of someone is shockingly handsome. He's like my stunt double or something. Let me spotlight him real quick. Good evening, sir. What do you think about this table topic session? Please unmute yourself. So amazing.
I can see twin.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is so amazing. Well, thank you so much, mysterious and handsome guest. That was a very amazing thing, was it? Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Let me remove you real quick. So, wow. What an amazing table topic by Toastmaster Galvin. That was a very amazing table topic, by the way. Shopping. We can see that shopping sometimes can bring so much benefit, but also so much headache at the same time. So yes, please, people, be worried about what you're adding to your cart. Make sure that it is useful. Don't impulse buy like the spotlighted guy, Shauki Standable. He buy a lot of things. I know from his face that he is a very, very frequent shopper in any online platform. So I see you, Shauki. I see you, Shauki. So yes, that is all concluded our table topic session. That was a very amazing table topic session, Toastmaster Galvin. And of course, let's go on to the third and final session in our meeting is, of course, the evaluation session. The things that we need to improve. But I will not lead the table. I will not lead this evaluation session. Oh, wait, before that, let us all turn on our cameras. Everybody, please turn on your cameras. Everybody, please turn on your cameras real quick. Everybody already turned on their cameras. So who's going to be the one to take this fantastic picture?
I will.
Okay, please non-spotlight myself. Wait, I can do that. Sorry.
It's okay, no
there
problem.
you go.
All right, so my fellow Toastmaster and guests, please give us your best pose ever, because this will go into digital world. So you don't want to mess up your pose, right? Okay, I'm gonna take 2 pose. Are you ready? Okay, I see around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people who aren't on. I mean the video, but it's okay, no problem. It's your choice. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time. Hold on. Are you ready? All right, different pose. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Andika, for sequencing our narcissistic moment. Yes, everybody likes to get their pictures on, especially posts and Instagram. So everybody, please don't worry, your best post has already been captured by yours truly, Toastmaster Andika. And of course, let's go on to the next session, which is the evaluation session. But I'm not going to be the one that lead this wonderful session. It will be led by Toastmaster Shazna. Toastmaster Shazna, the screen is yours. Hi.
Hello, I'm back as I promised. And this time I'm not alone. I'm supported by a group of awesome people, I would say. So without just wasting the time, let's get into the task. So first, I would like to call Toastmaster Emma from the club, Toastmasters Club of Gemstone, to evaluate the first speech, which was done by Dentia. So Toastmaster Emma, the screen is all yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shafi. That was wonderful. You might know my name, but you might not know my story. That was the starting point of that amazing speech titled The Goddess. Afterwards, she smiled. Then I remembered that the title of the speech was The Goddess because she actually looked like a goddess. What an icebreaker. You actually showed that you are an experienced Toastmaster, though you are taking your second path in the Toastmasters Pathways experience. The opening was very captivating. And that singular statement makes everyone eager to know what your story was. And everyone in the room can agree with me that the story was really enchanting, like that of a goddess. You took us through a personal journey of your life story. I felt like I was right there with you when all those incidences were going on. That shows that you know how to use the power of descriptive words that brings words to life and makes you be in the moment the story was being told. That was one of the highest points of your speech. And I love the fact that you used the personal story that everyone can relate with. Now, this is Toastmasters, and we believe that there's always room for improvement. So if you ask me, Emmanuel, what do you think I can do better? I would have said nothing, absolutely nothing. You are purely amazing. But that's not how it works. I think that the way the speech was structured was good enough for us. But if you use more relatable words that we can connect with or engage us a little bit more. Now, there are icebreakers and there are icebreakers. I've done my 4th icebreaker, and it's different from somebody who just joined Toastmasters. So I feel that the experience from the previous icebreakers you've been doing will reflect in this icebreaker, and it should be one of the most experienced and advanced icebreakers. The way you use your gestures, the vocal variety was good and all of that. But if you're able to infuse more of the incorporations of what you've learned from other projects into this icebreaker, like the way you use your body gestures, even though you use it a little bit well, it would have been better, right? And a couple of other things, it will have been one of the best icebreakers I've ever seen in this year. But again, SCBD is known for high quality, and that is what we have shown today. This is one of the most refreshing and most enchanting icebreaker speech I've ever seen. Work on the content and the structure and use more relatable words as you strengthen and continue to use the descriptive words in your Toastmasters journey. Congratulations, and I want to see more and more and more and more. Is that not tautology? Sorry, I hope I will not be counted as repeated words. Thank you very much. Over to you, the General Evaluator.
Thank you. That was seriously a wonderful evaluation, I would say. And I would like to evaluate the evaluators at the end. Let's get back to the role. Next, I have my very own friend, I would say, Toastmaster Zahra from Martley Toastmasters Club to evaluate the second speaker. Toastmaster Zahra, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. All in all, consequence would lead you to future benefit. Toastmaster Dhanang had really a good point there that has so much of this deep meanings over there. I really liked it. And he already mentioned that he was in restaurant. I really liked the confidence that he had. He had a good confidence on which I mostly lack. I seriously lack on that. So you can see my all these days. Sticky points, stay positive, all those things, because I want to keep myself motivated. And all this, like, I really like the confidence in him, which even people might have given him glass. I would he might have totally agree with me. He was so sure he was so clear on what he wanted to say. That was so good. He was not disturbed by any glass. He was not disturbed by anything. I think he implemented all the feedbacks that he got from the first evaluation. And he was so clear. He had a good usage of English. But even if it's something best, we always try to make it something for better, right? So here, I'm going to give you some, Toastmaster Dhanang, I'm going to give you some suggestions. Your mask was a hindrance for your facial expression. If I could have seen your facial expressions, it would have been the best. The speech was already the best. It would have been bestest. Now, I understand your situation, but it is suggestible, okay? Maybe because you were sitting, your gestures and your expressions were all under the frame of this, like we couldn't see your expressions. Maybe you could have stand up and used the stage a little bit more. That was this. To make it a summary, it was a good speech. You had a confidence and you were so clear on what you wanted to say, and you could use more gestures and facial expressions. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Madam Zahra, for that evaluation. And now, to evaluate the third speech, I would call upon Toastmaster Adhika. I think I pronounced your name correct. I'm sorry if I did it wrong. But Toastmaster Ambika, screen is all yours. Over to you.
As a storyteller, we want the audience to indulge themselves into our story. My fellow Toastmaster and guests and also Toastmaster Duwi. Toastmaster Duwi always has great choice of words and pronounce them very well. And she did very well on describing things or situation in her story. For example, she gave a longer description on the location is in eastern part of Sumbawa. She also gave a longer description on one man's shirt so that we could really enjoy her story as if we were there with her looking at the man's shirt. And we can also learn from Toastmaster Duwi that she used her props, the mining light. Yes, it was spot on. Props, if used properly, create great audience engagement. So it will support the descriptive language and also the description of your story with your gesture. And there are some things that you can improve. First of all, your speech was longer. I think it was around 30 to 45 seconds. So I think you can shorten the opening and make it more impactful. For example, you do this, happy morning, and then there were only few responses. But you can challenge the audience by saying that, let me get the groove from the audience tonight. Are you ready for my story? Can we say happy morning? And then you can get more. So that will be shorter opening, but also more impactful opening. So you can also simplify your call to action. By having call to action in your story, I think it is an advantage because we know that where your story is going. But then your call to action, from my opinion, it's a bit longer so that we didn't get the essence that fast. In my opinion, your call to action will be that don't assume that you know other story, but then you have longer sentence. So I think that call to action, make it shorter and also memorable so that we know the essence of Toastmaster Duwi's story and also, oh, that's the message or the main message that conveyed. But again, I always enjoy your storytelling and I would like to challenge you to create more stories, use more gesture and be wilder in using props, using language, and also all the things that can support your story and that convey your message. Thank you, Madam G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Andika, I believe. Your evaluations was good. I'll come back to it at the end. And now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Yusuf to give out the evaluations for the table topic session. Toastmaster Yusuf, the screen is all yours. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Madam G. Well, first of all, congratulations to TM Calvin. You have successfully done your role as a table topic master. That answers the objective of your project, which is you demonstrated your ability to listen to others. It shows that you have listened very carefully by giving the response to each of the speakers. Let me start with the accommodations of your role today. Number one, you have structured your table topic session very well, starting from introduce yourself, introducing what table topic is, and then you're moving on into the body of your table topic, which consists of statement, question, and quotes. And that's very, very, very well. I like that. Why? Because it's not only one type of thing, but there are several types. So it makes the people aware, what am I going to get? What am I going to answer? Great. Next thing that I like is you show your expertise in your vocal, like clarity, vocal variety, like high pitch, low pitch, when you said welcome to our table topics. And then you load down. Are you ready? You seem to be very comfortable and confident when you give the statement or the question, and you also give the response to each of the speaker. That's really great. It shows that you listen very carefully. The next thing that I like, you show your listening skill very, very well. I hear that you give comments, you give answer to those speakers. But it is also very nice to listen to your comments. There are several recommendations that I would like to share with you. Number one is your eye contact. If you could look at the camera more rather than look at the screen, it will be giving a more impact that you are talking to me. Number two, if you could have a pause and stress in some part of the important sentence, like, are you ready, TM Christie? So it's very clear with that. And then number three, speak more clearly, do not mumble. Because as a table topic master, we have to listen to you alone. So all in all, it was such a great way of running out the table topic session. Thank you very much. I like the way you do it. Back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yusuf. That was really precise. Next, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Jessica for her evaluations. Toastmaster Jessica, screen is all yours.
I think I'm not giving evaluations.
Can I know what it is?
Ballot.
Okay. Okay. So
We should
I'm
call
sorry.
the timer.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just saw that just now. Okay. Now I would like to request a timer to just check on whether all the evaluations are qualified for voting. Timer.
Yeah, okay, just a minute. I'm still doing the evaluation.
Okay, take your time. So maybe without wasting our time, till the time we does it, can I get the grammarian's report?
I can start with the grammarian report.
Yes, I have shared the result of the.
Okay.
We have 4 evaluators are eligible.
Okay. So ballot counter, can you just open up the polling?
Yeah, I will share it on the chat room. You can
Okay.
proceed with the grammarian report. Thank you.
You're welcome. So grammarian, Toastmaster Nugrada, I believe. Can I have your report, which I believe will be a much education for us? Because your introduction was itself amazing, to be frank. Grammarian, the screen is all yours.
Thank you so much, Madam GE. So I will share my screen to deliver my grammarian report. Which one? Yeah, this one. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So yes, I will present the grammarian report for the day. So there will be 6 types of assessment of your part of your speech. And thank you so much for Kia Mandika for providing me the types that I need to assess for grammarian section that I need to assess for each of the speakers. So the next one, I will give my assessment for the prepared speech. This is something that we always tend to forget. It's hard. It's very easy to miss. Like she knows, it should be she knows. Yeah, it's okay. Like just a minor mistake. And also the structure. Yeah, not only because, but they, something like that. But you should always follow the not only with, but also. And yeah, related to the, if you're describing feelings, if you're describing something to tell to the audiences, it's using adjectives. So this one example is, how do you know if you are consciousness? It should be like conscious, because the adjective of conscious is conscious. Is to give the audiences about the feeling about that, the adjective. And then the pronunciation, yeah. When we say about consciousness, is it about consciousness? When I check into I think the Google should be like consciousness. It's just about 3 syllables, so just consciousness. It is about the state of being conscious, awareness, and one's own existence. That's what I take from the prepared speech for the grammarian report. And the next one is about the table topic session. The structure, yes, it's similar. Like we tend to miss the not only but also and verbs. I see that the eye catch in the dictionary is more suitable if we use the eye catching. So maybe like free is eye catching to the people rather than will make people eye catch, something like that. And then choice of words. We tend to emphasize something with repetitive words like that, can, and will. I think it will be better if we choose one. Just choose can, or that can, or that will. It's quite enough. And then, yeah, like all of us have everything we want to do. We should be following with one without S, and then retail companies, because it's more likely into the more than one. And then, yes, when you're telling a storytelling, it will be better if you're just using one tense. Like if you use the past tense throughout your story, just using the past tense, and we somehow see the bit of speakers that jump back when they have used the past tense, and then they refer back to the present tense, and then move back again to the past tense. So make sure your story align with your tense as well. So if you are telling your past story with the past tense, just use the past tense. And if you can also telling the story using the present tense, even though it's on the history, to make it more, I think what I get from the Tia Mariana, to make it more visible and visualization, give more visualization to the audiences if you're using the present tense. And the next one is about words of the evening. I will share the great phrase and quotes from our speakers. So starting with the Dentia, if I'm gonna tell a real story, I'm gonna start with my name. Yes, Dentia has showed us about our name also can be a very great story about icebreaker to make it really connected to other people. And the next one is Dhanang. So the conscious person is going to have a plan. Even there is a failure, they're going to have a plan to deal with the failure. We learned a lot about the research that have been made from Dhanang about the consciousness. And then from Duwi, don't project someone else's life, as it will never close to our favorite movies. We have our own favorite movies, so other stories is just other stories, so we can create our own stories. And then Tiam Sabrina is also deliver a really great quotes. I'd rather invest in intangible, like how I invest in Toastmasters. It allows me to have a longer term positivity and excitement. So we will wait you, Tiam Sabrina, to join our club to, get more knowledge and get more longer term investment that really worth your time, and also investment in if you spend your most of your time in doing our club, doing the Toastmasters. And then Tiam Christie, also all of us have everything we want to do. Just enjoy your life. Yes, we need to enjoy our own life. And then the last one is be aware. Don't feel poor. You'll be rich. Closing from the Tim Madu. I think that's all from my grammarian report. Thank you, and back to you, Madam G.
So thank you. As I told, you were all ready with the facts. That was something which I expected from you. So next, I think I have to call on the R-Counter report. And for that, the most enthusiastic speaker, I believe, from your club, Toastmaster Uyan, can I call you? The screen is all yours, Toastmaster Uyan.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Shazna. So let me share a screen. So yeah, so everyone, I listened carefully to your speech today, and oh, thank you very much for your sharing. So actually, I plan to report the count of A and WOD in a simple categorization, like under 5, between 5 to 10, or like more than 10. But then if we see here at the total of filler words, actually most of the speakers today made it less than 5. And wow, congratulations to everyone. So you can refer to this table for each speaker. And I would like to congratulate like Toastmaster Ilyas, Toastmaster Christy, Toastmaster Emma, Toastmaster Zara, and DTM Yusuf for making 0 filler words. But others also did a great job because yeah, basically the filler words are less than 5. And for the WOD, I also would like to congratulate everyone because many of them, sorry, use WOD, not only people in the list here, our Tom and then our guests also use indulge or indulgence in their speech. So yeah, like at the average 1 or 2 words of the day in each speech. So that's very good, I think. So yeah, good luck everyone for your future speeches in limiting your filler words as well as maximizing the use of WOD. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Sasna.
Thank you, and that was really, precise report, I would say. Thank you for that. And now I think I can come back to my general evaluations. So yes, starting off, the meeting was opened by the president. He just started with a very beautiful smile. And what I loved was happy morning. Wow, you just brought the energy, you just brought the vibe into the club and made things better. You made all of us like, wow, we can expect a wonderful meeting. But like in general, what I would say is like in our meetings, there is a practice in our club that we have the sergeant in arms to introduce the Toastmasters mission statements and also the online meeting ethics and the 3 golden rules in the Toastmasters. Toastmaster International, that is no sex, politics, or religion, and then introduce the president. But yes, president, you were successful in introducing a fact about Toastmasters, just bringing an idea about what pathways is and guiding the people and enlightening the people. So kudos for that. And next, Toastmaster of Day. Wow. I have never seen such an energetic person. He made sure he always repeated the word of the day, and he made sure he just brought that vibe and made sure he even showed, all the things he bought. And like, it just made, he was always interactive with the guest and the attendance. That's something great. Good job. Your introduction for the role players was clear. You were like short and on to the point always. And like from my side, what I would suggest for you is maybe you can just not exaggerate too much, because like it's like too much of anything is good for nothing. It's like from my point of view. And next, I would come to the table topic master. Table topic master. Wow, the topics were like my favorite. I just worried here, I was like worrying. I should have taken one of those topics because like the topics were like bombarding. All of them, they were like up to a standard where like, it would be a very good practice for the ones who are hoping to participate in the table topic contest. And also like you just kept the vibe. You just made sure like there was, how can I say? You just made sure that the topic was creative, topic was something we could talk about, and also made sure you related all the people in, you just give priorities for the guest. But the one thing that I found missing was in general, the table topic master, I think you should have brought out who will be evaluating. Like in our meetings and like usually like we have 2 table topic evaluators, one to evaluate the odd speeches and one to evaluate the even speeches. Therefore, like then every speeches would be given a sort of evaluation, because the only aim of Toastmasters is improving. It's like we have to improve everyone, let it be the guest or the speakers. But good job well done to table topic master. And then I would like to come back to my tag players, the grammarian. Wow, like the grammarian, he was always like energetic, I would say. The grammarian made sure he brought out some knowledge for the people by giving out advice and also by motivating the people. He just made sure that it's okay to make mistakes because we learn from mistakes. That was something that I liked. But in general, what I have noticed in other clubs is that grammarian has two roles. One role is that just introducing word of the day. And the second role is checking the grammatical usage, good usage, and improvements. So I think that our counter doing that work, if the grammarian do that, it would be much better, I believe. And then next word of the R counter. The R counter, her introduction itself was with a smile. She just brought the good vibe. She had a very short and informative plus descriptive introduction, I would say. And her report was also like technically, she used a technical side very well. It was like tallied in a table. But since she has taken the word of the day, I think she should have mentioned even like the president, the Toastmaster of they repeated the word of the day so many times. I think you did not mention, so maybe you should have taken a note on that too. But overall, you did a good job. And then the timer Toastmaster Yanda, I believe. Okay. Your introduction was good. You introduced the time limits for every speeches, the table topic speeches. You were like, even your reports was precise. Like you made sure, like you even mentioned the tiny seconds. You were like very confident. You were like, yes, they're eligible, they're not eligible. You were like very confident in your role. That's something to be appreciated. But what I found missing was when during the introduction, you should have displayed the three color cards, the green, amber, and the red, so that like the guest who doesn't know would realize what it is. If you work on it, and maybe you'll be really doing good in it. That's from the timer and the ballot counter. Also, she did a good job, but a small suggestion from my end. Maybe like instead of having the easy polls, you can use the Zoom itself to have the ballot count. So people doesn't need to go from this to another link, and then it will not be having a bit of complication. It will be even more simple if you use the Zoom polling available. I think that could make it better. And then speeches, the prepared speeches, the speaker number 1 was good. Speaker number 2 and 3, they were also equally good. I loved all 3 speeches. I was like listening entirely throughout the speech. Like it was like some lesson, you had some message in it. That's good. And then coming back to the evaluators. So the evaluator, Emma, whose opening was very solid. He was up to the point. He made sure he encouraged his target speaker. Like he gave some suggestions, but I would say like it would have been better if he had showed up. For example, he told that voice modulation could be used, but he never showed it to us. How could he use it? I would suggest if we can show it out, maybe it would be better. But you had like perfect points. You had some good, you had some bad, you had a summary in detail. So kudos for that. And Toastmaster Zahra, your opening was very big bang, I would say. And you just made sure like you related yourself to the speaker. That's something very new, I would say. And kudos for that. That was really good. And yeah, you also like showed it. You tried to show it, how to improve. Good job. And Toastmaster Andika, who was the 3rd evaluator, I believe, he was very clear. He was very clear, very audible, and pointed. He was like on to the point. His opening was with a statement. And what I loved the usage of him. He was like, props, if used properly, could be an audience, could grab the audience attentive. I just love that statement, I would say. So like, but in general, I would like to say during the evaluations, it's better to have it in a sandwich form, like 3 good, 2 bad, because like we human beings, like how many ever, like if you say 5 goods and 5 bads, we will not consider the 5 goods. We will always think about the 5 bads. That's the general quality of a human being. That's a general knowledge. Okay. So it would be better if you could have 3 good things and 2 bad things, and make sure you just show the improvements, like how to do it, like the gestures or voice modulations or something. Like you should bring out example and show that. So that's for the evaluators. And overall, the meeting started 5 minutes late, but that's okay, because human nature is like we are not punctual, I would say. So that's okay. But now I think we are really back up. Like I think we are around 25 minutes ahead of our agenda. That's something to work on. And overall, your meeting was very good. The agenda was very precise. Like the agenda and the content, it always matched. You all were on to the point. Yes, overall, the meeting was so good, and thanks for having me here. Hope you all used your virtual abilities, like the virtual screen and stuff, the Zoom things, and improve possible, bring out the possible, you can bring out these Argentinam roles. And what I missed in the beginning is like the introduction of the guest, which is very important. The president has to like introduce like the guest. He has to welcome them. But I felt that was skipped here. Don't know whether is it too time consistent. Maybe like it's not essential to invite all the guests to introduce. Maybe a few of them, so that you just make the guest feel we value your presence. That's something which should be done. Overall, a wonderful meeting. Congratulations on another successful meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you.
Sorry for that. I forgot to unmute myself. Thank you so much, General Evaluator, for such an amazing evaluation. Also for my evaluation, for evaluating me and all of the teams in today's meeting. That was very fantastic. So everybody can improve from that evaluation. So remember, guys, evaluation is very important in Toastmasters. We should listen to it carefully and try to implement the suggestion. Well done. Well done. Of course, now is the most awaited session. We have, of course, the Hall of Fame. I would like to call our ballot counter Toastmaster Jessica to present the Hall of Fame, which is basically Among Us PowerPoint.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting. So wait, let me play it out. Okay. As you know, we have 7 speakers for several topics. And the winner for the best double topic speaker of the night, the second place and the third place is Toastmaster Aryo and soon to be Toastmaster Wiratama. And the first place is congratulations, Toastmaster Madu.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Madu.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for voting me.
You won like most of the voting. So congrats to you. Next, let's proceed. The speech speaker and the evaluator list. We have 3 prepared speech speakers, and the winner of the prepared speech speaker is congratulations, Toastmaster Dentia, for winning the best.
Congratulations, Sam Dentia.
She's an imposter.
Thank you.
Imposter!
Jack. No, not true.
And the winner of the evaluation session is congratulations, Toastmaster Emmanuel. You won the best evaluator. Thank you everyone for participating. And back to you, Toastmaster Shauki.
Wow. 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 We are actually seeing that the winners are the imposters in this team. So we need to eject all of the imposter. But again, thank you so much, Toastmaster Jessica, for that amazing presentation on Hall of Fame. It was very fantastic, and congratulate to all of the speakers for tonight. Of course, this is going to be the end of our meeting. Thank you so much for attending our meeting, and of course, thank you so much for your attention. And I'm very sorry if I made any mistakes because when I was a Tom. So yeah, thank you so much, and I would like to give the power back to our president of this fine establishment or club, Toastmaster Galvin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shauki, and thank you for leading our meeting tonight. It was great to have you lead us in our meeting. Thank you. And before I close the meeting, I would like to call some of our guests to give us his or her opinion. I would like to call Fazri. Hi, Fazri.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hi.
can you give us some opinion about our meeting?
Yes. Thank you. First of all, it is actually my first meeting after maybe 3 years vacuum on Toastmasters. So I have joined Toastmaster maybe 2017 or 18. So then I have to move my office, and then because too far, so I didn't join it anymore. So this is my first chance, and I really appreciate what you are doing here. The club, the atmosphere is very energetic, I think, and it helped me to boost my spirit to learn more about communication, especially in English. And also the guests can benefit from this meeting. I really love this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your opinion to all of us here, soon to be Toastmaster Fazri, and welcome back to Toastmaster meeting. Of course, we are ready to have you again in our next meeting. And of course, if you would like to be a member, our membership team here, Toastmaster Dhanang and Toastmaster Almi, are ready to receive you to answer all of your questions about being a member in SCBD Toastmaster Club. Thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Fazri, and we
thank
are
you considering.
Thank you, and we are looking forward to see you again next week. And I would like to ask, okay, so someone from Top Gloves Toastmaster Club. Okay, so maybe I would like to call Toastmaster Hui Xuan. Is it? Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Cor.
It's great. It's glad to thank you, Dentia, for inviting us to your club meeting today. On behalf of Top Glove, it's great to be in this meeting. Enjoy your meeting very much, and many things to learn through that your meeting. So if got chance, we'll be back again. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hui Xuan. We are happy to have you here from Top Gloves Toastmaster Club. If I may know, where is the base of the Top Gloves Toastmaster? Where is the location? Maybe is it in Jakarta? Is it in Kuala Lumpur? Is it in, I don't know, in someone?
It's in Selangor.
Selangor. Okay.
Somewhere near to Kuala Lumpur. If you know, it's
okay.
at Setiya Alam. Now we also having the virtual meeting now, so you can join us. Our meeting is bi-weekly, every Thursday, twice a month. Yeah.
Every Thursday, is it every first or third Thursday, or is it
every second and fourth Thursday?
Okay, every second and fourth.
Yeah. Dentia, Dentia, is that Dentia?
Yes.
She just joined our meeting yesterday. Our meeting is at the same, I think, same week with your meeting. Ours is on Thursday and yours is on Friday.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for sharing the invitation to Top Gloves Toastmaster Club. So everyone who would like to visit a Selangor-based Toastmaster Club, you can visit Top Gloves Toastmaster Club every second and fourth Thursday in every month. So thank you, Toastmaster Wilson, for sharing, and of course we are looking forward to have you here again. And I would like to invite some of our visiting Toastmaster, maybe from someone from Matali Toastmaster Club, maybe Toastmaster Zahra or Toastmaster Shasna, for sharing invitation to your meeting, if you would like. No one? Okay. Okay. Then yeah, Toastmaster Madu, of course.
I'm also the member of MTC, so I think Zahra and Shazna is not here. So shall I?
Sure.
Okay, we are a new club from Monthly Toastmasters. We have done kind of 9 to 10 meetings, but we are really rocking in the divisions. We are kind of one of the best club. So tomorrow at Sri Lankan time, we are having a joint meeting, our first joint meeting with every Toastmasters Club, Oman. So I invite you, all of you, to see there and to celebrate the joint meeting. And we are going to connect 2 countries and 2 cultures, different diversities. So hope you all will be there. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madu, for sharing. So tomorrow, an international joint meeting being held by Matale Toastmaster Club. At what time? At what time Sri Lankan time?
10:30 Sri Lankan time.
10:30.
Yeah, Sri Lankan time 10:30.
10:30.
I think it may be night for you.
Okay, 10:30 Sri Lankan time for joint meeting at Matale Toastmaster Club. Thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Madu. And maybe another visiting Toastmaster who would like to share?
Can I?
Sure, Toastmaster Elias.
Wow, thank you. Wait, let me prepare my page. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests, I cordially invite you to Empire meeting next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Empire, Empire, Empire. We will have a special meeting because we will be visited by 9 past district governor of D87. Remember, 9 past district governor of District 87. No, I think that's all. Back to you, Calvin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Elios. So, Empire Toastmaster Club 3 times, Tuesday 3 times, 7 p.m. 3 times. That's what you were saying. Thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Elios. And yeah, and also I think Toastmaster Eddie has shared an invitation for Jakarta Motivator Toastmaster Club every Wednesday, as usual, at 7:30 Jakarta time. We will make sure that we share this to our members here. And I would like to inform all of our members, all of our SCBD members, to please stay after this meeting ended, because our education team has something to share with all of us here. Yeah, that's what will be shared. That's the surprise from the edit team. And I would like to close the meeting, and I'm looking for my power bank. Okay. So with the sound of this power bank, I close this meeting. That's the sound. Happy weekend, everybody.
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.